can trust, where they put people first, along with a Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We're going to start from my far left. We do have Linda Allen, Executive Director of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. We're talking all about the journey of July today. We have Lindsay Blyler. She's the owner and operator at Farmhouse Signs Company, also the creator of Journey in July. We're looking forward to speaking all with her today. Ann Holliday, she's a recruiter at Healthcare and Family Services. And on the phone, we have Elizabeth Hohenstein. She is the vendor chair in this one. So thank you all for being here with me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We got our introductions there done. So let's talk a little bit about Journey in July, Lindsay. When did this start and what is it?
So this started in 2020, which right during COVID, all the businesses were kind of affected, and we were like, what can we do? So we started Journey in July, a shopping adventure, not only including Taylorville, but a ton of other central Illinois towns.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, we do a lot of focusing on Taylorville. We sometimes forget about the entirety of Christian County and all of the business development that's been getting going here. So since 2020, and how much has this really grown? How many more communities and businesses are we going to be recognizing?
So we are doing 9 towns this year. We do a 50-mile radius of Taylorville. And it grows every single year. This has been a great event. It is probably one of our biggest weekends at Farmhouse Signs. Okay. So it is a great thing for Taylorville too.
Big weekend for Farmhouse Signs. Before we get into it, when is Journey in July?
So it is this weekend. So it is Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 11 to 2 p.m.
Awesome. So Farmhouse Signs, a whole lot going on there, but every business is going to have stuff going on. Awesome.
And a lot of them have deals going on. This will be the weekend to shop.
Okay, I absolutely love it. What else do we need to know? I see you have a ton of list names. I'm not going to have, unless you want to, you can read off all these names.
So we have 23 shops included in Taylorville alone. Man, okay. And then we'll also have the vendors on the square. Then we have Edinburgh, Springfield, Chatham, Auburn, Verdon, Girard, Farmersville, and Carlinville. And then we also have District 23 is going to have vendors too. So it is a big event.
Okay. District 23. Describe that to me really quick. I haven't heard.
It is a store in Springfield.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So we're also reaching over there.
Yes. We are going all over Central Illinois.
Amazing. So since its inception in 2020, do you remember how many businesses were involved in then?
I think we had like 48 stores, and then
strong.
We had vendors on the square. So it's still going strong. And what makes this such great is because when you take like my clientele and then you take somebody from like Carlinville, you mix those clientele and then they'll keep visiting.
Absolutely. We've been trying to build shop local campaigns, but also trying to just recognize and be aware of all the businesses that actually do reside in these smaller communities right there. Was that kind of the vision? Was that kind of the goal to get out these businesses?
Yes, and just cross like getting customers. I think that's how you grow your business so well. Like you can use each other, and you don't need a whole lot of help if you have small businesses together.
Absolutely. Yeah. So many, of course, brick and mortar stores are going to be involved right here. Elizabeth, we got you on the phone there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Talk to me about your vendor chair. Talk to me about some of the vendors that you're working in this year.
So we have some amazing vendors that are coming to the square. I have roughly about 30 vendors. Almost everything is handmade. It's definitely a maker's market this year. We have a fan favorite for Taylorville, Sweet Tea and Jesus, this coming. Allen's Concession, which has been at Chili Fest for longer than I've been at Chili Fest, which is 23 years. So we have all kinds of amazing items that you can come down to the Taylorville Square to shop.
Venturing through those types of vendor situations are always really fun to see, Elizabeth. And I know that the vendors they really do travel far and wide to come to things like Chili Fest, come to farmers markets. Do you reach even further than the counties that were already provided here? Or what does that coordination look like?
We do have several vendors that drive sometimes an hour or two, to get to us. And we are trying to drive traffic to our downtown, to all of our brick and mortar stores. And at the same time, these vendors are small business owners also. Yeah. So anytime you can help somebody share in their dream to be successful, like it's a win-win for everybody.
Totally. Not a lot, but is it kind of a normal operation to see brick and mortar stores having their tents in the vendor fair, trying to double team that?
Yes, like anytime you can bring a vendor down that maybe would come, like let's say somebody's like in love with Sweet Tea and Jesus and wants to come down and get an iced tea, you can't pass up our adorable boutiques we have on the square. Like our square is bustling, and it's something really to be proud of. So anytime we can add more population down there to spend money and get a little retail therapy, it's just definitely a win-win.
Totally. So this upcoming weekend, we can expect these vendors to be out on the Taylorville Square, these 30 vendors.
Yes, they're going to be on the Taylorville Square. And a fun thing that's going on is the farmers market already is going on from downtown Taylorville on Saturday. So we get to blend with them. So you can come down to the square and pick up like a unique crocheted item and some green beans and asparagus on your way home. So what's not to like about that?
Yeah, you can get a lot done there. It's going to be a busy Saturday morning over there. But we're very excited for this. That was Elizabeth Hohenstein. She's heading up the vendor side of this Journey in July, which is all we're talking about right now with our full studio on this WTIM morning show. Heading back over to Lindsay Blyler here. A lot of movement happening on the Taylorville Square, but in other cities, are we going to be seeing big gatherings like we would see on this square?
Yeah, I mean, there's like Springfield has a ton of spots, and then District 23 is going to have 9 vendors in their parking lot too. So,
okay. So you're going to see that same type of
Yes.
gathering that we will be able to see on the Taylorville Square. So, is there any type of path people can follow? Is there a path of efficiency that for all of this, or is it pretty much a free for all? You can go anywhere you want.
They can go anywhere they want.
Okay.
We have a Journey in July Facebook page
Okay.
that you can get on. We also have a QR code that you can scan that gives you a map to kind of map your way out. And then you can print off the page and just kind of go along. We've made it, I took it last year and went to all these stores. And it was really fun.
Were you able to do it?
Yeah.
Get to all of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
videoed it, like did a live video at all of them. So it was really fun.
That's really awesome. It's good to hear about the Facebook page. People definitely will want to be
Yes.
going out to that and to get familiar. You guys thought of everything here. You got to have that. Got to have that map out there.
Yes.
Linda, talk to me about this Journey in July. You've been involved since.
I've been
Okay.
a free advertiser for Journey in July
Great.
for all this time now because our office is on the square, and people would ask us what is going on? Why is the square like so busy? Why are these people coming through? And we just started saying it's Journey in July. It's Journey in July.
Yeah.
It's shopping adventure through Taylorville and Central Illinois. So with us, we wanted to help Lindsay make this a great event and make it. And we brought our expertise in with the vending portion of it, wanted to help with that. So we're just working it together.
Love it.
But my favorite part is watching all those people trek through in groups. They come in droves.
That's amazing.
It's like the square is just going to be busy this weekend.
I absolutely love it. Linda Allen with the Chamber. There's a lot of familiarity with filling that square with Chili Fest and all the events alike there, but it is a special thing to see that square get absolutely come alive with people walking into businesses, the square filled with vendors. It's really going to be awesome. Journey in July. It's this weekend. Before we hit our first time out here, let's just reiterate that the times and maybe even some of the places people can find shopping.
It is this Friday, 9 to 5 p.m., Saturday, 9 to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 11 to 2 p.m., Taylorville, Edinburgh, Springfield, Chatham, Auburn, Verdon, Girard, Farmersville, and Carlinville will be all the spots to hit.
Perfect. And that Facebook page, one more time, people can stay
It
tuned to.
is Journey in July.
Beautiful. All righty. We got a full studio here talking all about Journey in July. We have Lindsay Blyler. She's owner and operator at Farmhouse Signs and the creator of this whole great Journey in July. Elizabeth Hohenstein on the phone. She's the vendor chair. We have Ann Holliday. We're going to learn much more with Ann's involvement when we come back. And of course, Linda Allen is the executive director of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. You are listening to the WTIM Morning Show right here on WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
This is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. Are you looking for a great CD rate? If you are, TCCU has a new CD special that is just what you are looking for. We are currently offering a 7-month share certificate with an annual percentage yield of 5.01% and a minimum deposit of $1,000. This great rate is for a limited time. For more information, please contact us at any of our convenient locations in Taylorville, Pana, Hillsborough, Litchfield, or online at tccu.org. Dividends will be compounded monthly. A penalty for early withdrawal may be imposed. Fees could reduce earnings on the account. Member NCUA.
Taylorville Estates Assisted Living is where they encourage independence and enrich lives. Have your own apartment and enjoy 3 home-cooked meals a day. Socialize with friends and ride the bus to many local activities. Residents are treated like family. At Taylorville Estates Assisted Living, find out vacancies and get on the waiting list by contacting Administrator Tony Clark. You can stop by or call 824-2222. That's 824-2222. Taylorville Estates Assisted Living, encouraging independence, enriching lives.
Randall J. Miller here, inviting you to tune in on air or online when we celebrate the second anniversary of 96.5 TheChill.com Friday, August 2nd from noon till 5 p.m. We'll take your requests from the 50s through the 80s, plus our trivia contest will qualify listeners for one of 4 $52 gift cards we're giving away from your Pay to Save a Lot. In Christian County, tune to 96.5 or listen anywhere on your computer or smartphone to 96.5thechill.com for our audio stream. It's the second anniversary show on 96.5thechill.com Friday, August 2nd from noon till 5.
Christian County businesses now have another way to attract customers and promote their brand. The Miller Media Group's new 36 by 72 inch two-sided electronic sign is now live in front of our Park Street studios in Taylorville. We're offering businesses the opportunity of promoting themselves to the over 11,200 drivers a day that pass our studios. Reach out to your Miller Media Group account manager now to get on board with this digital electronic sign advertising opportunity.
Take News Talk WTIM programming with you wherever you go, both live and archived. News Talk WTIM streams 24/7 simply by clicking the Listen Live icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. And to hear archived WTIM programming like the morning or noon farm shows, expanded local newscast, morning show interviews, Swap Shop AM or PM, click the audio on-demand icon in the upper left-hand corner. Whether it's your smartphone, tablet, or desktop, News Talk WTIM stream is with you wherever you go 24 hours a day at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Computer Techniques, also known as CTI, is bringing fiber internet to local homes and businesses. For lag-free internet with speeds up to 1 gig, find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Cousin Bill here from Illinois Paving. Hey, Christian County and surrounding area. Let us do your paving job, whether large or small this year. Find out how we can do your paving project by clicking on the icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into WTIM, your information station in the midst of our WTIM morning show. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. And that first half, we talked all about Journey in July with Elizabeth Hohenstein and Lindsay Blyler. We're changing gears right there, but that Journey in July is this weekend, and it's going to be awesome.
Fun. Yes,
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
Everyone's got to tune in for that. We're going to be moving this conversation over to Ann Holliday. She is a recruiter at Healthcare and Family Services. Ann, how are you today?
I'm doing just great. How about yourself?
Doing well. We're going to be talking about a very great topic right here, State Employment Career Fair. I'm happy to know it's coming back. What do the people need to know about this?
Well, it is July 31st. We are having it at the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce at 108 West Market Street on the second floor. It's from 10 to 3. We are going to have 10 so far we have 10 state agencies signed up. And we partnered with CMS. They will have computers there to help people with their profiles.
Great.
We have Illinois WorkNet there to help people with their resumes. Plus, you can go through and talk to all the different state agencies. They will tell you about their openings that they have. And we just are trying to get things out about state employment and the process and what to do. It has changed vastly in the last couple of years. It's easier to apply. They don't have the testing like they used to have. So we're trying to get that message out to everybody, and show them the process and help them with it. And
Okay.
that's what we're there for.
Okay, that test, that is no longer, that was like a state mandated test that everyone needed to pass in order to get one of these agency jobs?
Right. No, they go by your resume and your application.
Perfect. So
Yes.
let's talk about that change and how that's become even easier with resume building. Let's kind of focus on that a little bit. You're here to help because that's a tough first step for someone that's trying to get out into the workforce.
Yeah. So the biggest thing about your resume for the state is, I know people are told to make them smaller for regular employment, and that's great. But for the state, you want to put all of your work history in there. We need a detailed account of where you've worked at, what you did while you were there. I even tell people to put like a a separate place to put the different computer programs that you've worked on in there.
Yeah.
You know, the different things that you've worked with.
Yeah. Those are the small aspects that will drive employers to hiring you. Can you use Excel? Can you use Word and PowerPoint? That type of stuff's really important. And it goes deeper than those 3 that I just named right there. But
Exactly.
people often think to themselves, like you said right there, you got to keep things brief on the resume. As soon as the employer sees a 2-page resume, they're out. It's different with the state agencies.
It is different with the state. You want to put all of it. They really need a detailed account of your work history and what you've done. Yeah. And everything is done online now. There's a profile that you set up, and there is help with that profile. You can also contact, they have career counseling. You can call the state at 217-782-7100.
Okay.
You can talk to a counselor there. They can help you figure out what things you should be applying for. There, each agency is out there really trying to help people learn this new process. And just so you guys know, today I looked on our website just to see what kind of jobs are out there. There are 401 jobs in the state of Illinois that are currently open. There are 121 in Sangamon County. There's 3 in Taylorville, and there's 4 at Healthcare and Family Services.
Okay, that is really great right there. And it was kind of I had a question kind of going off of that topic right there. When you were talking profile and resume, part of the hang up here when applying to jobs is every single process is different. Once you have your profile with your resume, can you apply to these state agency jobs? Kind of, they're all the same process. So you're not answering different questions with every different application. You can kind of do a quick apply to these once you have your profile?
You still have to answer questions on the application. The application, so there's the profile, you build that. Once you have that done, then you can start applying for all the different jobs that are out there. You can actually set that profile, and the actual website to do that at, because I think that's really important, is work.illinois.gov.
Okay.
You go out there, and then you're going to go to the career site, and then you can sign in and start that profile.
Okay.
Once you get that profile up, and if you need help with that profile, you can upload your resume to there. If you have transcripts from college, make sure you upload them, because if that job says that you have to have a 4-year degree, you need those transcripts on there to verify that you have that 4-year degree.
Okay.
Another thing is the job bulletins can be, if you don't really know what you're looking at, there's a lot of different agencies that have help for that. And the career counselors have help for that. HFS ourselves, we have actual online WebExes that we help people with that process and knowing exactly what they're looking at. The salaries are posted clearly in those postings.
Great.
So you know exactly what you're going to be making if you get that job. They're very transparent on different things. They have a lot of hiring programs for veterans and people with disabilities. So if it's somebody that has any of those things, we have certain counselors for that as well. And you can find out that information if you come.
You
Gotta come on 7/31.
Perfect. And can you name off, we have 1 minute left, can you name off the agencies that are going to be there, the 10 agencies?
I can. Central Management Services, Healthcare and Family Services, Department of Children and Family Services, Illinois Department of Public Health, Illinois Department of Transportation, Department of Veterans Affairs, Illinois Department of Corrections, Illinois Environment Protection Agency, Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, and Department of Innovation and Technology, as well as Illinois WorkNet.
Wow. So many genres of the workforce. It's everything right there. And you even mentioned things like transcripts from college. It can be a tough process to get those. And there is not a lot of verification on normal jobs, but with state agencies, it looks like they will need that verification. All that help will be there to be had with the State Employment Career Fair at the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce, July 31st.
That's correct.
Perfect. And the Chamber of Commerce is very familiar with hosting these job fairs.
We love to do
totally
these.
out of time, Linda, but thank you for hosting this.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Brian, great show for us today. Journey in July. We talked all about this state fair, career fair. Where can people go for more information before we go?
We can go to the Taylorville Chamber of Commerce.
Perfect.
They will have a flyer there. And of course, you can contact HFS. We have recruiters there.
Awesome. Ann Holiday, Linda Allen, thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Absolutely. Ann Holiday is a recruiter over at Healthcare and Family Services here in Taylorville. This has been the WTIM Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
Its majority in the House, winning control of the upper house of Congress.
Decision Desk HQ says Republicans have increased their advantage by 1 point since its forecast earlier this week and are now seen as favorites to clinch 11 of 16 up for grabs House seats. The forecast also gives Donald Trump a 58% chance of capturing the White House and Republicans an 82% chance of flipping the Senate. Bob Agnew reporting.
198 House Democrats oppose requiring Americans to